What's up? What's up? What's up? Saturday night, May 22nd. Dude, May is gone. May is freaking gone. But it's a TMF podcast. Welcome to the show. If you're joining in, I don't know what y'all are doing out there on a Saturday night watching my dumb ass on YouTube. I was watching UFC Fight Night, UFC Vegas. Just watched the heavyweights go at it. What a bloodbath that fight was. That fight was an all-out bloodbath. One little cut, man. Dude bled everywhere. But I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I am just hanging out, watching the dogs, trying not to destroy my house. Hopefully, probably gonna watch The Blacklist here in a little bit. Overall, pretty decent day, man. Went to work, made some shirts, got the shirt printer working, got the boat out, took the kids out on the boat, went to the Straight Blast Gym Social. It was a good time, man. Actually wakeboarded for the first time this year. Got up on the wakeboard. So that was fun. The lake was, it wasn't bad, honestly. The initial cold jumping in there was a little chilly, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It was a good day. I need it, man. I need a break. I need a break from life sometimes. We just need a break. My dad sent me this link here. I don't know, man. FEMA employee warns of final deportation move coming soon. Come on now. Half the stuff in that ain't true. But I was just browsing through the news earlier, and there wasn't anything really all that crazy, which is great. Look, I don't want it to be crazy. I don't. So, what's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
You want to come? I'm just while I'm live on YouTube. Figure out we find something to talk about besides this Tesla Roadster going 0 to 60 too fast. Too fast for comfort, man.
I don't know why, but I cannot get my microphone to get loud.
Can't get your microphone to get loud.
Yeah. I went in my settings, I turned the volume up to 100.
And
it just won't get loud. I don't know why. I don't know what to do.
Loud where? Where is it not loud at?
What do you mean?
Is it not loud like on your audio or just general?
I mean, I guess.
Maybe it's not close enough to you. I don't know. What's going on? Who's out there? Who's joining this show, man? Saturday night.
Then I'd have to put it like right in front of me, and I don't want to do that.
Unless it's Luke out there, then it's Sunday morning. Oh my goodness. Look, man, sometimes it just be like that. We just have ourselves
What's happening?
Kind of a shit show around here. A little bit. Yeah, so that's about the only thing here that's super exciting. Oh, look at this here. Corrections officer working at jail where Jeffrey Epstein is being held when he died will cooperate with the internal investigation. That's cool. Go on. Hey, dogs. You can't be fighting right here, man. Come on now. You can take that shit outside. What's going on, man? We're just trying to get started here. I got two doggos that want to wage war behind me. Go. Go out there. Go on. Both of you. Craziness, man. Surrounded by craziness sometimes. Look at that. Death of Tennessee inmate who told officers he couldn't breathe ruled a homicide. Obviously, sometimes I look through the news and it's nothing but death. Go on. Dogs, go. Go out there. Oh, man. Ooh, what? Man, look, sometimes I don't even want to read the news. It's just nothing but death. Nothing but people dying. We gotta have like a news page that's just nothing but good news. Is there any good news out there? Do you know any good news? Has any good news happened to people lately? I bought Yalla stock, got shorted like a son of a bitch. I get frustrated because I see all these articles about Bitcoin, Dogecoin. Don't buy it, it's crashing, it's never going up. And that seems like they shouldn't be allowed to have those articles. They shouldn't be allowed. What you doing, man?
Is there a way I can make like a makeshift mic arm?
A makeshift mic arm? Like one of these?
Yeah, I can figure out how to hang it.
I mean, you could figure out how to hang it.
I need like a hook or something.
You need a hook or something.
Yeah. Clip.
You need something.
Run a wire through.
Man, look at you figuring it out. You're figuring it out.
I don't know where any of this stuff is.
You gotta be resourceful. You got to look around for something that might do the
I mean,
job.
I had to make my micro at my mom's house kind of makeshift by I'd like stick like a pencil in it because I was like missing one of the screws.
Man, what's up, Luke? Figured it was you out there Sunday morning over there. Luke living in the future out there. What's good in Perth, my man? What's good in Perth? The other side of the world. You might as well live in a different universe. I'm telling you. No one's claimed a $500 million jackpot sold in Pennsylvania. Get out of here with that.
I used it somewhere.
You could try to use that, man. Look, you gotta get creative, man. I got all kind of mounts and arms, and just figure it out. Hold it close to your face and see if it helps your situation. Start with that.
When I test my microphone, it says it goes to 68% or something when I have it really close. Where I had it when I was like before when it was at my desk, it said it only got to like 20%.
That's not good enough. Got to be better than 20%.
It's like right next to my face, and I still can't get it to like above 70%.
Man. It finally rained. Finally rained when it was supposed to. Man, it's gonna be 90 degrees here tomorrow. I'm gonna get back out on the water. I think it's just nice, man. I need it. I need a break. I need a break. Everything over here is death, man. It's just nothing but people dying, people getting murdered, people getting shot. It's just crazy. It's unreal. I'm over it. I'm just following, like, just reading through Saturday Night News. Kind of interested to see Cody Garbrandt fight Mr. Font here. Honestly, what kind of name is Font anyway? You know what? This is interesting. We talk about this. Me and my son talk about this. China has NASA was saying something about China's space station having some big arm attached to it, robotic arm. How did they get all that shit up there? How did they build that? Like, the space station's huge, just floating around up in space. I mean, I get you like send up pieces of it, but it's huge. It's like the size of a football field up there. It's massive. Like, with all the solar panel array wings, everything on it. It's insane. How'd they get it up there? How'd they get that thing up there? I want to know. I need answers. I need someone to fill me in on what's going on with that. How'd they get that up there? All right, what else we got going on here? I mean, I think this is definitely going to be the year of UFOs. I'm going to say it every time I come on the air. It's the year of UFOs. Aliens are coming. Scientists shot tardigrades out of a gun at more than 2,000 miles per hour to see if the critters could survive. The answer is probably no. That's really fast. Really fast. Tucker Carlson, man, look. These guys go on the news and just say the craziest stuff, and it's okay with it. They're okay with it. Doesn't matter. Biden grants temporary protection status to Haitian immigrants. Okay. I guess that's a thing. Just, man, look, there's just nothing here. We need a new topic. People do manage to build crazy shit on Earth. I gotta say, the robotic arm could lift 2,000 tons or 200 tons. But in space, dude, you can lift anything you want. Dude, there is no weight in space. So it wouldn't even matter. Matters none. You know? Doesn't matter. I just want to know how they get it up there, and then how do they put it together. And they've had no space accidents. Think about that. There's been no accidents in space where someone just got sucked. Like in the movies, someone gets sucked out all the time. There's like a hole in it. Some rock hits it, fucking tears it all shit. It has happened no holes. No one's died up there. Nothing has wiped out the space. Now, it's not in space. It's like low Earth orbit. It's a zero gravity, low Earth orbit. But it's not like floating around in the spaceverse. So I guess you got that going for you. It's space without being space. What else we got here? I did see one of them is trying to make is it Google Apple trying to make some augmented reality glasses again. Transgender will be added among 350 new tags Twitch is adding next week because that's important. Look, we can't keep up with them. Yeah, Snap. Snap doubles down on smart glasses line, buys AR display supplier for more than 500 million. Who did they buy, and why don't I own their stock? Who did they buy? 500 million in cash and stock, roughly half paid up front in stock. The remainder will be paid out in cash or stock over the next 2 years. Wave Optics. I don't know, man. Is AR going to be the thing? Is AR going to be the next thing that we get involved? Augmented? Do we need it? Is it required? What problem does it fix? That's what I want to know. Look, I'd like to get the girlfriend just to wear glasses. Dude, she's blind as shit. She can't see anything. And now you want her to get to wear glasses that have a display on. Look, people are not tech savvy. As a whole, we are not tech savvy. And I don't know how people don't figure that shit out. Google patents unique under-screen, front-facing smartphone camera. Is that important? I just don't understand. Why is that important? Dog, what are you doing? Gizmo, you are going ape shit, man. Go on. Go on. Go get pal. Go get him. You want to bite me? I'll fuck you up. This dog acting crazy as hell, man. I gave him a bath and I was going crazy. I don't know, man. Augmented reality just seems too complicated for people in general. You know, it's just too complicated. I'm about to, hold on, let me close this door. Let me lock these dogs out of here. Get your crazy dog ass. Dogs be acting a fool tonight, man. It's hyper. You're all on the boat all day. It's going crazy. I do think, dude, look. Dude, I like VR. I do. It's cumbersome, but I like it. It's cool. I just don't know. I mean, like, you're gonna have to wear glasses all the time now. I mean, it's just too much. You gotta charge them. You gotta have apps to them. What if they don't connect to shit? I don't know. It's gonna have to have a constant connection. You know, that just seems like too much. WhatsApp is taking the house out of migrating to a new phone and new number. Who uses WhatsApp? Who out there uses WhatsApp? I need to know. Because WhatsApp just sounds shady as shit. When someone's like, gives my WhatsApp number. I'm like, why the look, I have a phone number. Text it. Why do I need WhatsApp? I don't understand. I don't. Maybe it's just me. It just seems like it's something you hit up with where you're chatting with somebody, and then after like 20 minutes, they ask you for money to help their grandma. But really, it's just their OnlyFans account. It just seems like a scam. What is this? Twitch creates a new category for hot tub streams. We don't need a category on Twitch. They have it. It's on OnlyFans. For sure. It's got to be on there. We don't need it on Twitch. I don't need my kid on there watching someone in a hot tub. What are we doing? I'm just reading. This is all tech news. Just seeing if there's anything interesting in technology. Tekken online channel. Dude, I used to love Tekken. Like original Tekken. Dude, that game was ridiculous. But I liked it. It's one of my favorite fighting games when I was a kid. It's Tekken. And you couldn't even you had to go to an arcade to play Tekken. You couldn't play Tekken at home. That was only an arcade only game. You didn't get to play it at home. When I was a kid, you didn't get to play that shit. There was certain arcades that were just always in an arcade. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, you know what I do want to talk about a little bit? I talked about it with Skylar. But I'm going to bring it up with Marshall tomorrow. I don't know what time we're going to do the show tomorrow. I got to figure it out. I got to see what my schedule is going to look like. He's got to do it in the morning sometime. But I definitely want to talk about future schools. Future schools and that Kevin Paffrath is proposing. I was listening to it again today. I was just kind of like rehashing it. And man, look, it's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea. We've got to evolve. We got to evolve the way that we learn stuff. We have to. So now China has a rover on Mars. We have a rover on Mars. So now there's well, there's the other one, so there's 3 of them up there, right? One of them's probably broken, and the other 2 are just up there, just gonna battle it out for domination. But the only 2 things on the planet are little rovers. That's funny. Trying to land Mars rover on the first try. Here's what's next. Now it has to do shit. Look, man, if anyone can get out there, it's China. So they have NASA has a new one. Viper, water hunting, crater crushing lunar rover. I don't know, man. At some point, is any of this even real? That's what we need to know. At some point, some of this stuff just can't even be real. They could just make it up. We can't verify any of it. Look, they could just make it up. You know? Yeah, that's what we need, Luke. We need all the rovers to meet at one spot and just fight it out. That's who gets Mars. The whole planet. You claim the planet. What else we got here? Sometimes I just wonder who writes these articles. Do they get paid to write these articles? Because they shouldn't. So, these little creatures have the weirdest sex chromosome system known to science. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Who's writing this and why? Why are they writing it? What are you doing? Why is this a thing? Shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, I don't see anything on here, man. Look, I want there to be something exciting to talk about. What's up, Tim? Rover battles, dude. You gotta, yeah, that's the new thing. You gotta build a rover. You gotta stick it on a fucking rocket, send it to Mars, and they battle it out. You know, just let them battle it out on Mars. Can't be that hard if you got 3 of them up there. First of all, dude, look, you know how hard it is to land shit on Earth? How do they land stuff on Mars? How do we communicate with shit on Mars? Can somebody explain that to me? How? I get bad cell phone service picking the kid up at school. I can drive like 6 miles from here and I can have no service. That dog is going to bark like crazy. I don't know if you can hear him. I have a noise gate on there, but he's outside the door mad, so I won't let him in. He's a little butthurt. How do they get it? How do they do it, man? How do they shoot a signal exactly where that rover is? Tell it to do shit. But we can never know. China's Wanda dumps remaining AMC Entertainment shares for $426 million. The largest shareholder pares down stake. Dude, it feels to me like, and I've talked about, I need to maybe make, you know, yeah, everything's moving, right? Dude, I don't know. Everything moves. We move. That thing moves. Shit in space. How? How do they do it? How do they send a signal to exactly that place? Look, if you've ever had a satellite dish on your roof in your fucking yard, you know for a fact that shit goes out all the time. But somehow they can send a friggin' signal to damn Mars. I don't even know if Neil deGrasse Tyson knows. You know, he might not even know. He's like, well, you know, fucking metal. Metal, man, that's how. We beam it. I don't even know. No one could explain it to me that I could even understand. I did see, I saw 2 different articles. One saying that Musk said that the Roadster will do 0 to 60 in 1.1 seconds. One said it'd do 0 to 100 in 1.1 seconds. Either way, it's too fast for humans. We can't be, look, people need to be driving that shit. That's crazy. It's going to have 10 jet thrusters on it. 10 jet thrusters. And they're just seamlessly built into the car. $326 million. $326,000 for this car. Should be $1 million, man. Oh, look at that. Okay. Tesla installs some mega chargers at Frito-Lay as delivery of 15 semi-trucks approaches. So that's pretty cool. I'm interested to see what's happening there. I want to see these things on the road. I'm ready to start seeing some of these cool things on the road, man. Is that show still on, Bull? I used to like watching Bull. And then I don't have TV anymore. So, man, you know what? Apparently, I need to download some episodes of Bull because I used to like watching that. I like crime dramas. Yeah, I like it. Dude, I don't even know. 1.90 to 60 rotor. No, he's saying it's 1.10 to 60. 1.1. That's this fast. Ready? Go. Stop. 60 miles an hour. Go. Stop. That's how fast it is. You can't. You can't, dude. You couldn't even probably freaking pass out. How many G forces is that? Does it have a rolling start? I don't know. I don't know that it would. Look, if he's using jet thrusters to push it, then that kind of eliminates a lot of the traction problem off the line. You know, it's set on their website. I'm about to Google that shit. I'm about to Google it, Luke. You know I will. I'll Google that shit. I mean, look, he's on Twitter. Let's see. What does it say? It does say 1.9 on the website. Interesting. Because he's tweeting some other shit. Founders Series reservation 250,000. See, they don't have the SpaceX model on there. That's what he's talking about. He's building a SpaceX model. I don't see an asterisk on the page. Cruising down here. There's no asterisks on the website. It does say 1.9. Reserve now. 250 top speed. Yeah, there's no asterisks on here. Not on the Tesla.com/roadster site, anyway. I don't know, man. He's going to freaking put jets on it, man. He wants to fly for a little bit. It will briefly hover. Fucking crazy. And he's against flying cars, but he's going to build a flying car. Now, I'll tell you what I would like. I would like to one day live on one of these things. Hold the phone. I'm gonna pop it up in the stream here. I've seen these before, like pop up on the internet. This would be look, if we were better at buying the dip, we could fucking own one of these things. But I suck at it. I buy the dip and it's not even the dip. It's the top. It's the top of the dip before the dip actually happens. Look at that thing. Dude. It's like a floating house. It's crazy. Top opens up, solar panels, live anywhere you want in the ocean. If it's fully self-sustaining, what do you need? You don't need anything. Maybe you could have like a little motor on it and it just kind of, you know, some little jets around, like a little jet ski thing around it, push it around a little bit. That'd be the shit, man. On Australia website, it says 2.1. Well, you know. Yeah, I know. There is no lag. I mean, I drive a Tesla. It is instantly goes. There is no like, we'll just maybe go. You hit the gas and the damn thing is gone. And I don't even realize how fast, and like I drive a 75D, a Model X. And I don't realize even how much faster it is than most things next to me. Dude, water will, hey, yeah, that's good with me. I like the water. It's peaceful. I could do it. I could do it, man. I could definitely do it. But yeah, they're instant go, man. They're awesome. Teslas are the shit. I hope to not have to get rid of mine for any reason anytime soon. I really, really like it. Watch this 94-year-old Army Ranger. 94-year-old Army Ranger push a walker away to stand and receive the Medal of Honor. Why did it take 94 fucking years? I mean, obviously not 90, but at least 50, 60. Jesus, Korean war vet. They wait till he's 94. Oh, look at that. Henry Cavill to star in Lionsgate's Highlander reboot. Remember Highlander? Conjured some power from the fucking lightning or some shit. Went out there. He had to cut the head off. Highlander had to cut off heads, man. 18-year-old 1.8 4-cylinder. That's a lot of lag. Dude, that thing's built on, it runs on lag. That right there runs on lag. That's all it does. It knows nothing else. It would have instant torque if it was somehow tied to another car. I used to drive this, I had this 94 Dodge Colt, and it was so small of a car. And it was, look, I paid like $600 for it. I think I bought that. Where did I buy it from? I don't even remember. But I had this 94 Dodge Colt, and it was just dude, it was A to A and a half car. I wouldn't even say B. So, sometimes it didn't go to B, but you could get halfway there. But it got incredible gas mileage. I only drove it I only go like 5 miles to work, so it wasn't that far. And I drove it until the transmission went out in that bitch. The transmission just clunked on me one day and just wouldn't go anymore. So that was that. Then I bought a Kia Spectra off my dad's ex-wife. She got this little fender bender. Not even a fender bender. She hit like a little wall in a parking lot, and it did some real minor damage to it. She was going to trade it in and just buy a new car. And he was like, do you want to buy this car? They're going to give her like $500 for it. So if you want to just give her what they're going to give her on trade. So I did. It was a little Kia Spectra. My kids called it the clown car. They called it because it was tiny. And we just get up in that thing. And dude, I drove that thing, man. Look, they got great gas miles. I didn't care about the car. And I drove beaters for years, man. Probably like 10, 12 years. I just drove these beaters. I had no car payment, just whatever. I had a 99 Dodge Durango. It was actually a nice car when I bought it. At 99,000 miles on it. And man, it just got wore out, man. It just got, listen, it had a hard life. It burned so much oil. I never put oil in it, but it didn't smoke. But the oil just left the car. And I would just fill it up. I never had to do oil change. I just had to add oil to it. And the engine bay wasn't even cooked. I don't know where it went. I have no idea. To this day, it could have went, I don't know. The thing never smoked. It never smelled of oil. The engine compartment was clean. And I would just have to top that bitch off. It would have this problem with the ECU. And sometimes I'd just be driving it and I'd pull up to a stoplight and it would just turn off. It would just like stall out. And it would not restart. I had to get out of the car, pop the hood, and I had to unplug the ECU and plug it back in. And then, and only then, would it maybe start back up. And so, like, my ex-wife, she would be like, you don't need a new car. You just drive that one. She always had the nicer car. We always financed her car. She had a newer car. You don't need a new car. And then one day she drove the damn Durango. She'd go like 6 miles. And she's like, it's stalled. It won't start. What do I do? This is so dangerous. I'm like, I'll do this every day. Like, it doesn't turn off every day, but it turned off a lot of days. So I finally got rid of it, sold it, and I bought a Cadillac. It's like the nicest car I ever bought myself. And then I went from the Cadillac and I bought the Tesla. I still own the Cadillac. I didn't want to, I haven't driven it since October. I put it on Toro. I figured I'd rent it out since I didn't want, they didn't want to give me shit on trade-in for it. So I said, I'll just keep it. For the payment, I'll just keep it. I put it on Toro. This woman rents it first night. First rental I've ever had. And she had it for like 5 days. And on the last day, she's supposed to bring it back to me in the morning. She's going down the highway at like midnight. Gets a flat tire. And I say flat tire, dude. She messages me on the app and is like, hey, I have a flat tire. I don't know what to do. I'm on the side of the highway. And I was like, dude, what? Okay. And she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, what happened? I'm like, I go get a can of Fix-A-Flat. I'm like, maybe we just get it off the road. Bro, I drive out there. She's on the like the left side, like the wall side of the freeway, 5-lane highway, 80-mile-an-hour highway. And I pull up and dude, the front right tire was gone. Like it shredded. It shredded off the rim. It tore half the front bumper off the car. It fucked up the quarter panel. It's sitting on a rim. I'm like, well, The fix-a-flat I've got in here isn't going to help shit. So this cop pulls up behind. I said, look, dude, I'm about to get off the highway because someone's going to come smash into this fucking car. I need to get off the road. Yeah, first rental. So I pick her up and I take her, off the side of the road. I call Toro. It's an insurance deal. They get a wrecker and they tow it up, end up towing it up by my shop and dropping it off there. And I took her home. I was like, I don't know where you're going, but I can give you a ride to there, or I can just take you home. And she's like, yeah, I can just go home. So I ended up taking her home and dropping her off. And then this woman, she messaged me on the app and she's like, hey, I want a refund for the last day. I'm like, you had to bring the car back in 7 hours and it can't, I don't know what happened to the tire. Like maybe it was, you got a flat and just didn't check it or put air. I don't know, but the tire was off the rim. Like it was fucked. It did like $2,500 worth of damage to the car. I haven't drove it since. It's still sitting up there, but yeah, I was like, this is crazy. And Toro was great. I mean, the claim thing was pretty simple. Did it on the app and they sent me a check. Actually, they didn't even send me a check. They just instantly deposited my account. I was like, that's cool. But yeah, she wanted a refund. She wanted a refund for fucking up my car. It's pretty crazy. Dude, I've had yeah, you would think it had to be low or something. I don't know. It was shredded. Like there's nothing left of the tire on the rim. I'm like, what the dude, fucking nuts. Yeah, so I moved on to the Tesla. I've got the Tesla and it's I love driving it, man. I drive it all the time. The only thing is, like, I will say the range thing can be an issue. Like I went to the lake today, towed the boat up there, and dude, people every time I go, someone's like, do you need help pulling that out of the water? I'm like, why? I used a Tesla. Does that thing pull that out of the water? I'm like, dude, it's got like 700 pounds of torque, all-wheel drive. It weighs 50-something 100 pounds. It's got, I could pull your truck and your boat out of the water. And they're like, oh, wow. Dude, flawless. Tesla's flawless execution when it comes to towing shit. But it's great, man. But it sucks a lot of juice out your battery. So after going to work, bringing the boat back, hitting up Walmart, going down the road, putting the boat in, bringing it back to the house, man, that's ate up probably about 65% of my battery today. Yeah, I came back home 35%. Couldn't really do much after that. So that's the downside of it. But the upside is that it's a fucking nice car. Tows anything like a champ. What else we got here? We got anything else happening here? There's just nothing else happening. Nothing in the world, man. Look at that. Masks no longer required in Gwinnett County facilities. Good. We don't need them. Guess what changed? Look. Here's the reality. Guess what changed? Nothing. Dude, it doesn't cost that much to charge a car. It really doesn't. How much is your electric bill? Electric bill in your house. How much does it cost? I'm curious. You've piqued my curiosity. I'm interested. I'm going to find all the seasons of Bull. That sucks. I used to love watching that show, but there's no way that someone's going to have all the seasons of it because not that popular of a show. Is he just torrent them bad boys? 300 every 2 months? Dude, that's not bad. Every 2 months, $150 a month? What are you living in a shack? Is that why it's so expensive? Because here, look, man, I pay. Shop, pull it up right now. I'll pull up my fucking power bill. I just got one for the new house that I'm in. This house is approximately 2,900 square feet where I'm at. 2 ACs, upstairs, downstairs AC unit. It's too much, man. Let's see. I don't even want to look at this motherfucker. $200. $200. So an average cost is $6.46 a day in power. And keep in mind, I'm really not here, right? I'm at work a lot. When I'm here, I don't really use much of nothing. So $6 a day. Let's see what it is at my business. What's the business? How much is that bastard? One of them was high as fuck. I know that. I was like, dude. So it cost me last month $11.72 a day. It's double. Almost double at work. This month, $9.56 a day. That's what it cost me to work. And I don't really run much, man. I run lights. I run a compressor. I run a heat press. That's it. 40 cents a kilowatt hour. What does this one come down to? Let's see. View bill. Where's the effing rate? Peak kilowatt hours. I don't have to do some math. It doesn't even doesn't show me. Reading type, current, meter reading. Nah, I would definitely have to do some math on that shit. But that ours fluctuates. I don't know if yours is just constant, but ours here will fluctuate for the time of day. At night, we pay less for power. So that's why a lot of these smart chargers for your car will time it so that they only charge during a certain time of the evening when it doesn't cost as much to charge it. Save you some money on your charging bill. But it doesn't take that long. I charge my car in a couple hours. It's not that bad. I mean, I didn't really see like a significant increase to my power bill by having it. But I paid no gas. I put 15,000 miles on it since I've owned it. I don't know if it's maybe 8 to 10 cents at night. It's more than that during the day for sure. Like I said, I mean, I have to do math on it, right? So you figure $286, and it says I consumed 13,000. Let's do the math. 13,000 divided by 286. That's 45 cents a kilowatt hour. That's what that would be. $32. No, that's not right. The same peak. God, it usage is $17.44.
So we're gonna ignore the fact that there is brownies and ice cream ready to eat in the kitchen.
We're gonna ignore it?
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck, I don't want to do that. I want to eat brownies and ice cream.
yeah, well, you should do it. I'm gonna do it.
$17.44. 16 cents a kilowatt hour. There you go. Mass blockchain warehouse. Bruh. Yeah, dude, the blockchain warehouses are nuts, man. The mining is crazy. Crypto mining is crazy. Oh, man. I got brownies and ice cream in there waiting for me, apparently. Anyway, I got off topic. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. I don't know how we got on this topic. But it's cheaper. It's cheap to drive that car, man. It's definitely cheaper to own a Tesla. By far. Like 15,000 miles divided by an average of, say, let's just say your car got an average of 20 miles a gallon. Just probably pushing it on some cars. 750 times an average gallon here. It used to be about, say, 235. I just spent $1,762. Yeah, we were talking about boats in my Tesla. I just spent $1,762 estimated on fuel since I've owned the Tesla in less than 1 year in a regular car. And I know I haven't spent that much on charging it. And I also have had 0 oil changes. So. Get a hybrid, huh, man? You get you a freaking bicycle. Yeah, $1.40 a liter. Dude, how do you afford to live there? What's minimum wage in Australia? How much is it? What's the least amount that they will fucking pay you for your miserable life, for 1 hour of your miserable life? How much will they give you to do some, as Marshall will pay, to do some shit fucking job? Dude, I paid $59,000 for the Tesla. I feel the pain. It's expensive, dude. It's almost $1,100 a month to drive that motherfucker. But it's worth it. Look at all this. Look at all the savings. There's no maintenance. I have nothing to replace on it. Just tires. And I eat some tires up. I ain't gonna lie. I put a set of tires on it already. $20, bro. You get paid $20 an hour. You can afford some $1.40 a liter, I guess. What's that? $6.20 a gallon, roundabout. Yeah, they don't look, man. The minimum wage battle here is for. They'd like it to be 15, and right now a lot of places it's like 8 and change. So maybe everything's double there, but you guys might make more money. Kind of like living in California. Everything's double. Sometimes you make more money. Depends on where you live, which is also crazy. I have a problem with the metric system. The problem is it exists. That's Tim's problem with the metric system, is that it is currently a thing and it doesn't need to be here. We don't need it. In fact, the whole world revolves around the metric system, except America. America was like, nah, we got feet. We got feet. We got, fucking miles per hour. Dude, I couldn't tell you if my life depended on it, how big an acre is. And I've Googled it several times. I have looked up the information several times in my life. And I could not tell you how much an acre is. You're like, I got acres. I'm like, I don't know how much that is. I know it's more than most. Most lots here don't have an acre. So how much is that? I fucking don't. Why is that a thing? Why does that even exist? What the fuck is a yard? A yard is 3 feet, man. A yard is 3 feet. How much is 1 foot? 12 inches. How much is what's in 12 inches? I don't know. What's in it? I get it. Centimeters make more sense. Tens. Everything's tens. But like 2.5 shorter. Meter. It's like a meter. It's just not. Like a mile per hour is not a kilometer per hour. And a friggin' pound isn't a kilogram. It's not even close to a kilogram. I don't understand how we even came up with pounds. Not only do we not, I don't understand how we came up with pounds, but the abbreviation for pounds makes zero fuck sense. You couldn't explain to me that. All right, it's pounds, spelled Pounds. All right, well, that's too long. I'm going to need you to shorten that shit up. I can't put that after every time I weigh somebody or something. I can't put, that's too much. All right, I got it. LBS. And they're like, LBS? Yeah, LBS. What was that? It's not even in, there's none of those letters. None of those letters are in the word. It's perfect. Stone. Jesus Christ. This motherfucker said we just use stone. Pence. Use the you can't use metric and standard in the same game. Look at these dogs coming in here like they about to fuck shit up. What do you want? What are you doing? What are you doing? You just look like you up to no good. Both of you. Man, oh man. Yeah, this little bat-faced piggy. He looks like he's up to no good. But he's going, we'll see. My son asked me the other week how long it takes to build a road. Do you ever think about this? We don't really have to build new roads. Like, yeah, they make roads, like they build a subdivision and shit. But like all the highways to get from wherever we need to go to wherever we are going are already made. We haven't had cars that long, right? And we didn't need a paved road really prior to cars. Like a horse and buggy didn't really require, there was no highway for that. Think about this. Where we go, we don't need roads. That's, look, The end of that story is not good. The end of that story is, if you'd like to hear the end of Tim's story, we don't need roads. You can catch it tonight at 11 p.m. on Law and Order SVU. We're gonna solve this. We're gonna solve the end of this riddle on SVU. Dude, think about this though. There is a highway that goes from one end of the country to the other end of the country, and there's a lot of them. North, south, east, west, diagonal. They go everywhere. I've never seen them build one, and I'm not that old, 38. But they already existed in my life. They built them before that. And when they do road construction, dude, they built one like cloverleaf, not even a cloverleaf. It was honestly, they built a bridge over an existing 4-lane highway, 2 on each side. It took them fucking 4 years to build one bridge over that shit. Yet somehow there are several highways that go all over the fucking place. When did they build all that shit? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Because by the calculations of the people who built the bridge, we're not getting past fucking Alabama from where I'm at. We're not going to make it. Not in my lifetime. Be like, nah, man, we're looking to maybe we might hit Louisiana by 2120. They're slow as fuck, but all the roads exist. We don't need any more roads. Who built all those roads? When did they build all those roads? Oh, man. I talk to Skylar all the time about stuff. We just be driving, and I'll just look outside, and I'll say, everything you see, every single thing that you see with your eyes right now came from Earth. All of it. But none of it was here before. And that shit blows my mind, man. That shit blows my mind. Think about that. Think about that. This right here, look. See that? Look at this. This thing. Somehow, all this shit that makes this thing came out of the fucking ground. Think about that. That's fucking crazy. JFK didn't build them. He did not. He probably is not a fan of roads at the moment, or cars, or convertibles. He's probably anti-convertible. So, meanwhile, we saw presidential fucking shit. They're just outside walking around. No one's sniping them. No one's even tried to assassinate a president since JFK. Got to be way, way easier now. Has to be way easier. There's no way it's not easier. With all the weapons that you can get your hands on, and scopes and freaking ammunition and tactical shit, there's no way. It's got to be so much easier. No one's tried it. Reagan, someone tried to kill Reagan? With what? Old age? Got him. Let's see. I don't remember that. Let me look at it. Let me look it up. 1981, Ronald Reagan was shot and wounded by John Hinckley. Okay. Returning to his limousine after speaking an engagement. There you go. Franklin Roosevelt, Mr. Roosevelt. I'm going to Google that. Who built all the fucking roads? Who built all the roads? That's just in one country. That's just one country. There's roads all over the fucking planet. Who built all the roads? Oh shit. Tim's a history buff. Tim's a damn frequent trivia participant. Probably got a lot of free nachos, a lot of free pints. He does not pay for anything at Taco Mac on Tuesday. He knows his shit. Who built all the roads, Tim? I just scratched something on my leg and now I'm bleeding. Who built all the damn roads? The Office What does this say? The Office of Road Inquiry within the Department of Agriculture was established in 1893, headed by Civil War hero General Roy Stone. It had a budget of $10,000 to promote new rural road development, which in that time was mostly dirt roads. What do we got here? 1916 created the first federal aid highway program. 1921, first two-lane interstate highway. Got an infusion of labor during the 1930s with more slave jobs. Dude, who built it? Dude, I know exactly who built the rails in the late 1800s. Chinese people. Chinamen built a fuckload. Dude, there's a show. You can find it on maybe the History Channel. It's an older show. It's like a late 2000s or early 2010s and up. It's called Hell on Wheels. Fighting the biggest war. They got people building roads in Alaska. Jesus Christ. But Hell on Wheels is a show about a guy. His name Bo Hammond. And he ends up working on the railroad. He was a war veteran, and he ends up working on the railroad. And he's kind of like he's wanted for something. So he's kind of avoiding law enforcement in some way. But so he gets a job working on the railroad, and then he ends up being like a higher up on there. But it gets complicated with they're building the road and they're having a competition. One railway is trying to build it faster than the other. And they go through these territories where there's Indians that want to fucking kill them. So they got to figure it out. But it's pretty legit, man. And yeah, dude, black guys and Chinamen. That's who built that shit. And they laid that shit fucking, dude, piece by piece. Think about that. Somewhere in history, somebody walked across the fucking country laying train tracks. There's no track in front of these motherfuckers. They had to get from A to B. They just walked it. That's how it got done. How crazy is that? It's like 2,400 miles of railroad. Just walk it. How many could you do a day? 5 miles a day? 10 miles a day? I don't remember in the show, but they kept pressing it how much they could lay a day. How much could they do a day? If you had to do 2,500 miles and you did it 10 miles a day, 250 miles, that'd take 250 days. You could do it in a year. You could do it in a year. I mean, you could walk 10 miles easily. So you got enough people. So you could build a railroad in 1 year. Theoretically, if you had all the shit you needed. Enough people. Yeah. The Lewis and Clark, man. Lewis and Clark expedition. What a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. Could you imagine, dude? There's people right now. Walking across the country on TikTok. They sold all their shit. There's a family. There's a man and a woman. I don't think they have kids. They got dogs. I think it's a man, a woman, and 2 dogs. And they're just walking, dude. They got a little cart and a tent. And they're just walking across the country. They said it would take them 4 months. They should be done by now, honestly. They started a while ago. They're just going to walk across country. You could do it. It seems like an impossible task, but you could actually, it's not that crazy. You can walk that shit. You can go through some shoes. What else we got here? Nothing really. It'd be crazy to be alive back then, though. You could ride a horse. Definitely make some distance on a horse. As long as your horse stays healthy. As long as your horse don't break down. But yeah, man. It's crazy. I didn't think about that, though. All the roads are already built. We didn't need any more big roads. They built bridges, but Highways, man, they just repaved that shit. But also, like I said, everything that you see and touch and feel, all of this shit somehow came out of the fucking dirt. Think about that. Just like I can't wrap my head around it. I don't think people, I don't think we have the capacity to understand that. How? How did any of this stuff come? Just look around. Just take a second and look around wherever the fuck you are and think like this fucking thing you're watching me on. Everything that makes this thing was in the fucking earth. It really wasn't outside the earth. It was in the earth. Because above earth, what do we got? Trees. If you take away everything that we put on the planet, that we've created on the planet, it's already here. You got rocks and you got trees. That's top side. You know? That's top side of the dirt. Trees. I can think of nothing else other than trees and grass and animals. That's it. And then you'd start digging up shit and you just dig. And if you dig enough shit around the planet, you take the stuff that you got up top, you got trees. As far as I know, it's trees and animals. So you get some trees and animals, you dig some shit up, and then somehow you make this. And you make all this stuff I'm surrounded by. You make all of it somehow. Fucking come on. That's crazy. We can't, in recent, pretty recent, within like 200 years, 300 years. What do we have prior to 300 years ago? Look around your house, wherever the fuck you're at, and tell me, of the things you see, how many of these things could you have made 300 years ago? That'd be 17, that's 18, God, think about that. So we weren't over here yet. Everyone was still over in Europe pretty much, as far as America goes, way before that. I mean, not way before, but before that. But then think about it. We had stuff in Rome. They had leather. They had metal. Somehow they got metal. Where did they get metal from? Where did they just... Where? You could have made a chair, but could you have made the chair you're sitting in? Bro, you couldn't have made this chair. This chair is fucking made out of plastic. And it's got bolts. They had bolts. It's got little wheels on it, but it's plastic. I guess you could have made a similar chair. You know? Dude, they built ships. They built big ships. They built impressive stuff, honestly. Impressive stuff. Think about it. But then we went from that to all this shit. Dude, this is crazy. I got all these things. I turn knobs. Fucking talk to you fucks. Your chair is a milk crate. You couldn't have made a milk crate. Nope. You didn't have plastic. That wasn't real. There was no plastic. 300 years ago. Didn't exist. Imagine if it did exist. What would Earth look like if we had plastic 300 years ago? We've had plastic for... When was plastic invented? About to look it up. (1907). We've had plastic since 1907. The real first synthetic mass-produced plastic. We have had plastic for 114 years. And we've managed to put that shit on everything. Put that shit on everything. It's like this girl I knew, her name was Jenny. And she would say, my name is Jenny G. Jackson. I put that shit on everything. Yeah, plastic's made out of petroleum. So you just got to dig a hole and get petroleum and then refine it and then add some more shit and you fucking get plastic. So isn't that crazy? Like everything that's plastic around you was once just petroleum. That's fucking crazy. How do they turn it into this? How do they do it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe Louis C.K. had a joke about it that was like how people are stupid. They're dumb. Like if you sent me, no, Rogan did. Joe Rogan said it. He said if you sent me into the woods with nothing more than a hammer, how long before I have Wi-Fi? Like how long? You've got fire and a hammer. How long are you out there before you come back with Wi-Fi? Figure it out. Couldn't figure it out. We could never figure it out. We could never figure it out. And yet here we are with Wi-Fi. Silicon wafers. There you go. Dude, where does it come from? None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. Light emitting diodes. What's a diode? How did they make a diode? Who came up with this thing? Why does it emit light? We're harnessing power from burning coal and nuclear fusion. Wind. I don't know, man. I don't know. Your brain can't. We can't. It's like looking up. It's like looking into space. You can't even. You can't even comprehend, wrap your head around what is out there. It's not possible. Like we can't. We look up there and we see dots and I'm like, that's pretty, and you cannot fathom the sheer number of things out there and how small you are. Dude, you're not even an ant. You're just a speck of dust. What's a speck of dust? If you're a speck of dust, it's even smaller than that. I don't know, man. Sometimes I sit back and think about it, and you're like, dude, nothing I have to do tomorrow matters. Doesn't matter. What are we doing? What are you doing tomorrow that's going to matter? We are a collective. We figure shit out together. No, we are not. We're not a collective, Luke. There are a small handful of us that figure shit out. And then there's a large, very extreme, large majority percentage that just buy it. Look, it's like I said in that other one that you left a comment on. Someone's just got to, look, you just need people to go cut the trees and go get the gold. That's it. That's your only job. Your job is not to build the barracks or train the horses or raid the town. All you need to do is walk over there, cut down the trees. And when you're out of trees, we're going to point you toward more trees. It's your only job. That's it. There's a very, very small percentage of people that figured this shit out. Like most things, it's one person. One person figured it out. One person figured out fucking plastic. You know? Key breakthrough came. It was one chemist, Belgian-American chemist Leo Baekeland, created Bakelite, the first real synthetic mass-produced. That's not a collect. That's one dude. He was like, here we go. I got it. We are an ant colony. That's it. We're an ant colony. I said it before on one of my podcasts about that. Like I think I was talking with Jacob about it. That's what it was. Me and Jacob maybe did a podcast and we were talking, and I said I know what I said because I said this to my kid, and I was like, I'm gonna ask Jacob and just watch his response. And it was funny, and I said, I think a rocking chair. That's it, man. Look, how do I figure this out? All your fucking chairs sit still. All your fucking chairs suck. I just want to go back and then forth a little bit. And they were like, how do I do that? They're like, I don't know. It's got legs. Can't figure it out. And someone was like, I got that shit. And they just, I don't even know. They bent wood. They're like, now it rocks. Perfect. Will not fall over if you rock it. It's the perfect chair. And they exist. They're obviously not that popular. I don't see them that often. Used to see them on front porches. But I've never been in like a restaurant where they had rocking chairs, or like a conference hall, or school, or any government building. So they really suppressed rocking chairs. To be honest with you, they held them back to get their full potential. But I told Jacob, back to where I was going, that World War II didn't really affect that many people on the planet. And I said, look, man, it's just a little anthill. It's just a little anthill with a bunch of ants that got together with some other ants, and we just went over there and we fought out. A lot of ants died, but way more ants didn't die than ants that did die. That's what it was. It was just if you look at it from space, it's like, oh, look at them. Look at that little ant colony over there just fucking them up. Imagine watching it from space. Or maybe not even quite space, but at least like high up enough to where everything you see is just, people are just little specks, man. And you could see them moving around and organizing, but you could see like both sides. Like if you were playing it in a video game, what would that have looked like? What would it be like to watch? Like if you were playing The Sims, Sim City. How about that? You're playing Sim City. What would World War II look like on Sim City? Or any war. It'd just be like, all right, well, there they go. Oh, there's a bunch of them going over there. And they're over there. We got a bunch left. There's a lot over there still. We didn't get them all. And they take them over there. You load them up. You ship them off. SimCity used to be one of my favorite games to play as a kid. I love that shit. I would play SimCity for fucking ever. Yes, that game was great. It's a fantastic game. Build a city, lay piping, electricity, build fucking fire stations, and make sure you're crime, get jobs. It was great. One of my all-time favorite games growing up. SimCity. Yeah. World War II SimCity. That's what we need. We need that one. Someone make that. Someone out there make that shit. Where you it's kind of like regular SimCity. Yeah, how about that? Because in SimCity, you didn't fight anybody. You had disasters that just showed up. So you take SimCity and then you also incorporate some of like StarCraft into it. You know? You build a city where you have to have like everyone. City skyline. Is that right? Yeah, you have a city, you build it up, and you've got to have this metropolis. But also, there's other people that play online with you, and you can be friendly with them. Like I know in the old SimCity, you could have commerce with other cities, but I don't think there were other people playing, if I'm not mistaken. Like SimCity 2000. But now you could build like you get to advance your city, and you could build like your own military, and if you wanted to, you could just wage war against them. Send people over there, and they could just destroy you, or you could rebuild. They could just get so far, and you're like, all right, I give up. You win, and then your city's fucked up, and you start to rebuild it. That'd be cool. Be a cool game. I don't know. I just argued that when you zoomed out of World War II. If you zoom way out and look at it from above, it didn't really incorporate that much of the actual world. I mean, yeah, there was people from all over the world fighting in it, kind of. I mean, mostly Europe, U.S. and Europe, Northern Africa. But there was no, like, South American army that went to war over them. What about the idea that Hitler went to South America and he didn't die in World War II? He just lived it out. Dude, there's a lot of Hitler shit over there. Tim Kennedy had a show where he went there finding Hitler, or hunting Hitler, I think is what it's called, where he went and tried to find Hitler from a current operative perspective. Like if his team was deployed to go find Hitler today, where would they start? Where would it lead them? And it led them to South America. There's a lot of Nazi shit in South America. Dude, there was definitely Nazi camps, hardcore Nazi camps, like until recently, like 25, 30 years ago. People lived there. There's still people alive that were in those camps in South America post World War II. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. But yeah, man, that would be a good idea. All right, man. I guess I should go see what these kids are doing. It's like 10:30. One of them's fucking somewhere. The little one's, I don't know where he is. Outside, inside. See what these dogs are doing. Grab me a brownie, some ice cream. But hopefully we're back tomorrow with Marshall. I don't know what time. He's going to be out of town. His son's graduating, and so he's going to go to his graduation next weekend. So I'm hoping that I can get enough content to spread out for 2 weeks, because we're not going to get Marshall till probably 2 weeks from tomorrow, which is a bummer. So we'll see. I'm going to try to fit him in tomorrow. He works. We're gonna work it out. Maybe during the week I can get him some time he's got to come up here, and we can figure it out and get some good content to bring to the channel. So other than that, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow regardless, whoever's out there. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully the world's not too crazy. And I don't have, look, I like it when there's not that much happening. Safer place. So till then, man, I guess I'll see you fuckers later. Adios, amigos.